myself Jyoti and I'm going to give a tutorial on how to create a chatbot using Dialogflow. Creating a chatbot is now an easy task since we do not need the knowledge of machine learning or anything like that. We just need to give the questions and responses. And the Dialogflow trains the bot. So let's get started. At first, click on the search engine and type Dialogflow. Then it will be directed to this page. Click on first link. At first and foremost, create a sign up and then go to the console. So this is the page where we arrive. Then click on create new agent. So here you have to type the name of the bot. Here I'm going to create a bot for my college. So let it be Ritu_bot. Since I'm giving this underscore because I cannot leave a blank space in between. Then click on create, it's working on it. If there are any errors, they will give the option to change it. Okay, so it's done. Now, first is the intents. Intents are those which give an overview of what are the contents that you're going to include in your bot. So first, let me add the first intent. Intent name. Here we're going to give about. Let me use. It is not necessary to be case sensitive. So about. Here the training phrase. Here the training phrases are those the questions that are given by the users. So we may add what is RIT, then just RIT. So these are the few expressions that you may give. You can come up with a lot of questions. Then after that, create add response. Here you're going to give the answer to the response, that is RIT. For time being, I'm just giving this much information. Then what you have to keep in mind is never to leave your mic open. So this is the major thing that I encountered during my creation of Chatbot. So give up like something like what else do you want to know? Okay, question. So this ensures that you do not leave a mic open. You may add more responses as you want. Then click on save. After that, add on more intents, like click on add intent, create the intent name, make a location. Then similarly, give out the questions, location, where located, how do I reach, etc. So you have done with the questions. Now give the response to the question. RIT. Another product. Then here what else? Okay. Similarly, you can save it. Okay, now we have created two entities, that would be that. Then comes entities. Entities are objects. You create entities to refer to the intents. Likewise, if give an entity name, for example, location. So I'm going to create entity name location. So wherever location comes, it will be automatically directed to the intent. If you want, you can give synonyms. Location. Yeah, you have created the entity. Then go back to intents, save it. Okay, now just go back to intents and click on the location intent. So here, where is RIT located? Click on just highlight location, and you can find it and location at location. Click on it, and you will see that the entity is given as at location. So whenever location is encountered, it will automatically take you to this intent. Then yeah, for where also you want, you can just give location. Yeah. So that's all about entities. Then save it. Good thing. So you have two options: welcome intent and fallback intent. Default welcome intent is something that welcomes the bot. For example, you may start using, you just say hi, some welcome notes, and your responses will be like, hi, how are you doing? Something it's default. By default, it's already there in the bot. Okay, this is the welcome intent. If you want, you may add more of the questions or responses. Then you have fallback intent. Fallback intents are those if uh, if some of the queries that we ask are not identified by the bot, so they may give out some responses like I didn't get you. Can you say it again? So these are the responses that the bot may give when it cannot understand what the user has given. So that's all about fallback intent. Then you may work on it. We can add more of intents. For time being, I'm just limiting it to. Then you can even add small talks. Small talks is by default the chat provides some small talks. If you enable it, you will have various questions. So I'll show you how it's done. Here you can try on how your bot works. If you type on hi, the user will say, the bot will display hi, how are you doing? So these are the small talks that the bot gives you. That is how small talks work. You can automatically give, if you want, you can give it enable or you can work on it. So this is how major things are done. Then what you have to do is take integration. This is where you integrate your Dialogflow bot with the Google Assistant. So take on integration status. Here explicit invocation. So here it's given as default welcome intent. If you want, you can add anything related to your bot description. So I may give test. Okay, this is okay. Then this is the page where you arrive. Now we can test your app. Talk to my test app.
Sure, here's the test version of my test app. Good day, what can I do for you today?
I'm gonna ask what is RIT?
RIT is a government engineering collage. What else do you want to know?
Then location.
RIT is located in Kampati, Kottayam. What else do you want to know?
So this is how it works. You can improvise this. It's just a demo. Then yeah, this is how it's done. Then we can release the bot. Before releasing, there are a few formalities that have to be done. For example, this deploy options need to be filled. Here you should give this a short description about your bot, what is it and how, all such description. Then you have sample invocations, like when you take your phone and you say, okay Google, talk to Ritubot. So you have to add that invocation. That is what invocation is about. Then yeah, this chatbot allows you to give background image, banner image, and also set up logo for your chatbot. Then contact details about your developer, etc. Then the privacy and consent. This is something important. So you may get this if you click on learn more. You will get a link on where to get the privacy policy. So this is what the privacy policy looks like, and just go through it and add the this is what I've given for my JSSOC boot. So give changes as per the chatbot and then copy paste the link to the chatbot. Okay, this is how it works. Then yeah, fill on the additional details, etc. That's it. After that, click on release and you may deploy the bot. This is how it's done. But since I haven't completed all the formalities, etc., I am not able to submit it. So yeah, this is how all the basic thing that you have to keep in mind is never to leave your mic open. So I got my bot approved after 3 trials, I guess. The main reason was this leaving the mic open. You can even give dialog chips. That is, see if you see this. What I mean by dialog chips is yeah, see, you can see talk to my test book. This is the dialog chip. You can suggest some of the dialog chips and improvise your bot as per. Then you can add the location, mail ID, whatever information is in this bot. And you can even set up languages, different languages to improvise your bot. This is all about Dialogflow. It's quite easy.